Buenos noches, everybody. It's me, Fifi Dosch, host of Fifi Quest, the podcast that follows my, Fifi Dosch's, gender transition from yuck to hooray. Oh yeah, from cargo pants and neck beards all the way to being demonstrably over feminine. Wearing bows and stuff. You know what? I love this bow, but I'm just wearing that kind of thing because I don't have hair yet. I would love to have hair, you guys. I just would. Feels weird not to have it. Because I'm growing out my hair. When I was living as a guy, I had a shaved head all the way down to the bone because I wanted to, I guess my look was Nazi twink, Not having a good year for that look, so I dodged a bullet there, that's for sure. But, by the way, free tip to anyone. Ladies, if you're thinking of shaving your head, just know that when you do decide you want to grow it back, you'll have a gorgeous shaved head for a while, then a cute pixie cut for about 3 weeks, and then your hair, you'll just look like a male alcoholic French clown for like 2 years. Oh yeah, don't like my hair right now. But what are you going to do? You know what? I accept it. It's where I am. And acceptance is my answer today to all my problems. I was talking to a friend today who's a trans man, and he asked me, do you wish you were born a cisgendered person? Which, by the way, if you don't know, cisgendered person means, it's a woke way of saying regular. Hey, like one of them regular chicks, you know what I mean? Cis just means the Lord didn't, give you a genital oopsie as your cross to bear in this life. He asked if I thought I would prefer to be born cis, and I don't know. I think, when I'm tempted to answer yes to that question, it's because it's not so much that I want to be cis, it's just that, I would love to always have felt comfortable in my body, and always feel feminine, and always be in touch with my femininity, and always think my sexuality is beautiful, and have an innate ability to feel myself, and not have any struggles with that at all. Well, being cisgendered is no guarantee of that. That's one thing I've noticed about looking around people in life. Sometimes I find it easy to go, I can't believe I gotta deal with all this stuff. Why can't everything just be okay? And, I look around at life at people who don't have my particular struggles, and, they are not exempt from things that I work on myself. So I try to remember that all the time. And I try to let go and not to fix myself so much, but to allow life to work well through me, because life is good. And I don't know why I have this pen like I'm on, the O'Reilly Factor or whatever. Let me tell you something. The liberals, they come in. By the way, I am going to go to Montana next week. That's going to happen. I talked out with my friend, we found a good time, and I'm going to get the hell out of town for a while, go play with baby goats, go hike, and just recharge and feel myself and feel good. It's going to be a good time, Well, another reason I wanted to go was, I had another encounter with California Governor Gavin Newsom. He came out and he said, well, everyone, this, look, I know we're all tired of socially distancing and isolating, and it's a challenge, but coronavirus isn't over, and we gotta, it's killing people, and it's killing a lot of people, and we gotta still take this seriously, guys. I know it's tough, but I'm the governor, and I say you gotta wear a mask outside, and that's just the way it is, everyone. And I said, oh, okay, well, that sounds very reasonable, Governor Newsom. That sounds fine. But then the thing, he stepped away from his podium, and he started to walk to his car, and Governor Gavin Newsom and I, we saw this little bird's nest up in a tree, and it was a little, you know what it was? It was a whole nest full of little bald eagle eggs, you guys. And one of them started to hatch. And it was a little baby bald eagle. He just went cheep, 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 cheep. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then Governor Gavin Newsom, he just started smashing all the eggs. Just smashing them. They're little cheeps, just cheaping out. Cheep, cheap, cheap. Why? I just want to be a symbol of American freedom. And he went, no. I'm Governor Gavin Newsom of California, and you will not grow bald eagle babies to fly on this sweet air of freedom on my watch. And I don't condone that. So I'm going to Montana where I can sneeze freely. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose so many bodily fluids in public, California, or in Montana. That Governor Gavin Newsom. I don't condone his smashing of little baby bald eagle eggs. Little freedom fledglings. Couldn't even let them grow up to be brave and strong symbols of freedom. I don't go for that. What else is going on with me? I ordered a lot of makeup that came in today. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but I had a friend really help me. By the way, I gotta say, thanks again to just all the women in my life who've been so helpful to me. It's overwhelming the amount to which people are just tripping over themselves to come and help me out with like basic girl shit, Yeah, so I got some makeup today, and I started playing with this morning, and I think I look pretty cute. I feel a lot more even out. I don't have texture, that awful texture like when I was just going with powders, which I found is, not to be done. The only thing is I can still see the outline of my facial hair a little more, but I know what to do. I got that orange concealer that... What I do is I take an orange concealer around all the hairy parts of my face, go over that with a stick foundation, and then go over the whole thing with a liquid foundation. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do more orange tomorrow, because I was a little stingy with it today. But I believe if I ramp it up just a little bit, it's going to look great. And like my cheeks, like my eyeshadow, I think I look pretty cute. There was a little disappointment in it, though, I have to admit. I guess part of me kind of thought, when this big box of makeup comes in the mail, and when I learn how to use it, which, like, learning everything in life I'm learning is easier than my brain tells me it's going to be, I kind of thought, like, hey, I'm going to look just like a cis girl when I learn how to do this makeup. And you know what? No, I don't. So, I guess that was something I was kind of subconsciously believing, whether I had cause to or not. But, that's just what it is, you guys. But, like I talked about last week, my hormone levels are what they are, know where they're going to be, and I want to go up safely at a safe interval of time, because they're no joke. One of them, spironolactone I'm on, kind of, when I first got on it, it made my brain kind of foggy and just kind of tired and out of it, not really in my body, and kind of blah for a long time. It's probably because I'm missing my testosterone. My body's probably like, hey, what's up with this? I was using that. I know it's the rape chemical, but there aren't any other tools in this box yet. What do you want me to do? So, hey, speaking of sex crimes, kind of even hesitant to bring this up, but as you all know, I am a stand-up comedian. I don't know how aware of this you guys are, but there's a controversy in the comedy world. Pretty famous comedian, Crystalia, is accused of maybe engaging with underage women, and some other allegations of some other people have come up. I have heard stories. I have heard counter stories. People saying, hey, this happened. Other people going, no, I know all the people involved and this happened. And other people going, well, I was there and this happened. And I feel weird about it. I feel like I'm a woman in comedy all of a sudden, and I'm meant to feel about it some kind of way, and I just feel like guys, I don't have any of the backstory. I'm sorry. Lived in this career as a dude until the day Kobe Bryant died is when I came out. So, do I know what it's like to be a woman in stand-up comedy? I don't. I know my experience at the Comedy Store is great, and I love it there? Yes. Do I think it's fair that the Comedy Store is taking, well, I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true to say. But I just don't know, you guys. I feel like I'm a character in a TV show, and I just got thrown into season 6, and I don't have any backstory. So I don't know what to say about all that, but what I will say is it's germane to me and my transition, how I dealt with it emotionally. 'Cause, look, I want to have the right opinion. I think everybody does. Maybe even thinking like my opinion must be right is bad, because I used to live that way, where thinking I had to think the perfect thing and be the perfect way and be all things to all people and never be wrong. And my life has gotten a lot bigger and more loving, and I'm more of a presence to other people's lives and more a service to other people's lives when me and my emotions and opinions are messy. And I'm not too scared to share them all, because they might not be exactly what another person wants. So that's how I feel, and I'll keep it about me, and obviously it's about stuff that's bigger than me, but I will just say how I dealt with it emotionally. I got really fired up about it. I got really, really stressed out and dysphoric about it, and I try to figure out like what's really my fear. Am I worried like someone will say that I'm complicit because I perform at certain places? I mean, no, I don't really think that. I don't think that'll happen. I know I don't know anything and don't really have anything to add. In terms of that, do I worry like someone I love might get falsely accused and it ruins their life? I'm like, well, I kind of don't think that'll happen. Really? And, I wouldn't say that was what I really feared about this situation. And I guess what I'm saying is, when I had to really write down like what was stressing me out about it so much, I just couldn't tell you. Guys. I could not articulate why this thing bothered me so much. I'm pretty good at articulating my fears and anxieties. I think what it was other people were stressed out for a variety of reasons. You can always go online and find people who are fired up and angry. And I think I just get enmeshed in other people's feelings because I'm afraid to have my own. I operated under the beliefs that I was bad and life was against me. If I was too happy or visible, people would be disgusted by me. I had to mimic everything I saw around me and try to be, a chameleon to wherever I was. To be okay, because I thought life hated the authentic me. So I kind of think like either going one way or the other. I was just stressed out to be stressed out, to be intoxicated by it. But when I take on other people's feelings, what I'm really doing is denying my own because I'm afraid of them. I think they're bad or people will hurt me for them, and I've learned that what I have to give to the world is beautiful and good, and my feelings are good. So, I leave other people's fear and anger to them, and I keep my feelings to me. And what my feelings are lately is that I'm very happy. I like my little life, going in all the right directions and what I want to be. I think I was saved in a lot of ways. And I have no doubt I'll get everything I need. And if I have a bad day, that's okay. I can absorb that loss because there's so much love in my life. So, I guess that's what's up with that. You know what I do think? As you know, try very hard to look at the positive of things. And, I think, artist fields, musicians, comedy, whatever it is, it attracts a lot of damaged people and dysfunctional people. That doesn't surprise anybody. A lot of drug addicts and a lot of drug addiction, mental illness, a lot of people who suffer from those things are drawn to artistic fields. And maybe the fact that social media is the way it is. It makes people way more visible. People are voluntarily making themselves more visible. People are just saying stuff on podcasts that, like, people in Hollywood used to, would be a secret among people. People just voluntarily saying them as entertainment now. And sometimes I think the only reason I tried to work on myself and live my best life and deal with a lot of my own shit that was sabotaging not only myself but others, and keeping me from being a better presence in their life. Excuse me, I don't mean to be negative, was because I had to. And maybe if everyone is a lot more visible, that gives more cause for people to go, okay, well, I'm drawn to this field because, not necessarily because of my issues, but I am drawn to this field. I have these issues. Maybe it gives more people more reason in the future, more cause to work on them. More motivation to do so. And maybe artistic fields get filled with people who still have that spark and that talent, but who are a lot healthier and make better decisions for themselves or others. Maybe that could happen. Yeah, I don't have any gloom and doom. Enough gloom and fucking doom about the world and about everything. I can't take it anymore. I was that guy for years and years and years and years. And you know what? When I was I see how everything is falling apart. I see things you don't see. Mr. Paranoid. Mr. like, hey, you all get it. You all don't get it, but I do. This group is fucking everyone over. This is going on here. These sons of bitches. When I was that person, I was the worst possible version of myself. And I was doing no good to anybody. So I don't buy that things are getting progressively worse. I don't buy that at all. My journey into becoming a Fifi were filled with a lot of moments that were insane and distressing and stressful. And I'm not being hyperbolic when I use the word insane. I saw a homeless guy in the street the other day screaming at cars. I've been that person. Sober from alcohol, I've been that person. Dealing with my stuff. And now I have a pretty, a lot of people do stuff like that and work on themselves. I'm trans, so I have a pretty clear before and after about it, but all those insane, stressful moments that I thought were going to kill me, that I, thought I was going to lose my mind, where I wanted to leap out of my skin, where I was screaming at strangers like an insane person on the street, I couldn't be here without them. So were they a negative experience? No. They weren't fun. They weren't pleasant. They were at times horrible. You know what? Surgery is pretty horrible. You cut open a human being and there's blood and you carve stuff out of their body. But my spirit needed surgery, so to speak. The world probably needs a lot of it too. So, no gloom and doom out of me. Not for myself, not for anybody else. Right now I'm a beautiful and perfect woman. I'm doing the best I can. That's good enough. I used to live like nothing was ever good enough, and hey, I'm just trying to motivate myself. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm not gonna let anything slip by me. I'm on top of everything. I'm gonna be perfect. Because I'm gonna be perfect because I care about myself. There's nothing less caring I could have done. I got nowhere. And it was no one. It wasn't me. I was like, my personality was like a fake veneer. It wasn't a person. And I don't have to be anymore. And, I live with a lot of, messed up things about myself. A lot of, and, I lived with them for a long time, and I was worthy of love then. I'm worthy of love now. I think maybe all that's really changed was I realized it. It wasn't what kind of actions do I need to take to live a better life. It was more, hey, I'm worthy of love now, not after I achieve or change something. And I think everything I needed to do after that just worked itself out, just little details. That's all it amounted to, I think I can place the same tolerance and, and acceptance and hope on the world, too. So. By the way, I have another little update to go through. I got my first bra the other day. The only thing, and it feels awesome, and the only thing that could make me happier would be to actually have to use one. I'm gonna get big tits. Calling it. My sister has fucking D's. I was looking at old family photos the other day from, from Doland Condi, South Dakota. My great-grandma Zerbel had a huge fucking rack on her. They must have just bounced around in the stagecoach. It must have. Poor Grandma Zerbel. Yeah. Dosch women, we get big tits. Sorry, Ehrenberg side of the family. You know who you are. Yeah. So I guess that's about a half hour, everybody. I appreciate you listening. Like I said, if you guys would like to share this show around, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, if you could subscribe, if you'd want to leave a rating, I would really appreciate it. Trying to blast this show out to everywhere I can. And as always, if you want to write in, I have an email address. It's Fifi Quest Podcast at gmail.com. FIFIQUEST podcast at gmail.com. I will read it, and I'll probably answer it on the show. So, anyway, despair is for fucking dorks. And there are no dorks. There are no dorks in my audience. That will drive you off a cliff like bad sheep with AIDS. I tried to think of a livestock disease and couldn't. Anyway, I'm out of here, everybody. Love you guys. Have a great week.